What is going on, everybody? Today I'm bringing you guys a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. It is a life story, and today I'm going to tell you guys a story about something crazy that happened in school. But before we get to that, I want to say this is my first video on this channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. Go ahead and leave a like and everything. I want to get that done at the beginning of the video. Also, this song that you hear, it will be playing twice, just repeating, because I really didn't feel like finding another song that I could use. So, I decided to use this one. Let's go ahead and get right into the life story. So today I'm bringing you guys a story about the time a kid decided to run into my classroom, call 911 on the phone, and then run out. Yeah, so basically he didn't get caught. Well, he sort of did, but he didn't. So here's how the story started. He came into my classroom during social studies class, called 911 on the phone, and ran out. So I'm going to tell you guys how it all led up. So he recently came to my school about last week or something like that. And we just recently started school. He came about 2 weeks late. And then I saw him in the hallway. He walked in my classroom. This is during social studies class. And, we're just talking for a minute. He's not even in my class or any of my classes at all. So we're just sitting there talking, and then he were just talking. We say I had a couple friends. I go outside, walk through the halls a bit before class started because we have about 5 to 10 minutes before class. And so we're just walking around. He's showing me some of his classes and everything. And then I finally get back to class because I lost him in the halls. And then I went to go talk to some of my other friends at first. And when I did that, you heard the bell that said you have a minute to get to class. So I was like, alright, I'll see y'all later. I went to class, and it was about right before the class started, and he saw me in the hall and waved at me. I waved back. He walked past my classroom and decided to go ahead and walk back, and he came into my classroom. We were talking and messing around. The teacher was outside, so she didn't see any of this. And so the teacher was outside, didn't see any of it, like I said, and he decided to play around, called a number on the phone. At first he just dialed the number 3, and I just have a voice crack. Ew. And so he decided to call the number 3 and then just hung up. Nobody called after that. And so he hung that up and decided to cancel that. He ended up calling 911, picked up the phone, hung it up immediately, and then he ran out. I was sitting there dying laughing in shock. Like, if you guys were there, you guys would be like, wow, he did it. You guys would have thought I did it, because of the amount of laughter that was coming out of me. I didn't do it, guys. I'm saying that now. So then my teacher decides to come in the room after class started, and actually no, it was before class started that she'd come in the room, because someone was like, the phone is ringing, and I had a feeling. I was like, yo, it's the office or it's somebody, and they're gonna say that they called 911. And that's exactly what happened. I don't remember who it was. It could have been the office, it could have been somebody, but they had called and said that somebody had called 911 on the school's phone. And she immediately got furious. Like, she was like, everybody sit down, who called 911 on the phone? And I was like, oh crap. And I was sitting there, like, right by the phone, like right in front of her, because she has her papers lined up next to where the phone is, and that's the papers that we had to have for class and everything. So as I was getting those, she looked at me. I was sitting there still laughing because it was about 5 to 10 seconds. I was still laughing, and she looked straight at me. She's like, who called 911 on the phone? And I was like, it was not me. And as I was saying, I was still laughing, like dying of laughter. And so then, the bell rang for the actual class to start. Everybody sat down in their seats, and then she started yelling at everybody. She was like, one of you guys called 911 on the phone, and I just got a call from the office saying it. And then she was like, but I think I know who it was. And as I'm sitting in my seat, I'm like, now I'm quiet. I stopped laughing. And she looked at me again, and I started laughing again, and I said it was not me. And she was like, sure it wasn't. And I was like, it really wasn't. And I guess I finally somehow got her to believe me. I was second, and then, but I could feel that she still thought it was me. And then finally, one of my classmates next to me, we don't really talk much, but I guess he decided to stick up for me, and I respected him for that. He could have just gotten me in trouble. I don't think anybody around me really likes me, because we have a pretty live classroom, and it's really fun and everything. But I think he finds me a bit of annoying. I tend to, try and make people laugh. Sometimes people take it the wrong way. But let's get back to the story. So he was like, no, it wasn't him. A kid from another classroom decided to come over. He called 911 and then he left. And everybody was like, who was it? And we started guessing. And I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but people started naming different people, saying it was this person, that person. Nobody really knew who it was except for me and that kid. Then he was like, it was this guy. And then she decided to call me up, and she was like, come on, we're gonna go, because I saw him come out of the classroom across, and she was like, come on, you're coming with me, we're gonna go point him out. And I was like, are you crazy? No, that's how you get killed. I was not trying to get beat up or anything like that, just in case he had known people in that school and was like, yo, why would you snitch on me for something like that? So then I didn't. She checked the cameras either way, and he still kind of got caught. Someone that ended up saying his name, I'm not gonna say who said his name. It could have been me, it could have been someone else, you never know. Yeah, so I'm not saying who ended up saying his name, but somebody did, and they decided to look him up. She said that he wasn't in her class, but I saw him walk in there, and I know he was, but my teacher described him wrong, and the teacher was like, no, nobody's in my class like that looks like that. And this was before anybody said names and everything. So then finally, class ended, and she's still talking to me about it. She keeps asking me a bunch of questions because she knows I know the person. And she was like, who is this person? I was like, I'd rather not say his name. And she was like, well, do you know this person? How do you know them? I was like, you're just a friend from middle school and everything. And yeah, so that happened. And so then I went to my next class, and I asked the teacher, I was like, what's the consequences for calling 911 on the school's phone? She said, I think it's about $100 fine and I think a week or something like that of suspension. I don't remember what it was, but it was something around that. I know it was $100 fine. She told me that. And so I was like, wow, that sucks. And I got so scared for him. So after that class ended, I actually met up with him in the hall, and I was like, bro, you are so screwed. He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it's $100 fine and a suspension if they find you. And she was like, I was a guy. And he was like, well, that's why they're not going to find me. And I was like, they're going to check the cameras and see that you walked into the classroom and you're going to get caught. He was like, no, I think I'll be fine and everything. And I was like, all right. And then by that time, I had gone to my next class and everything. So, I didn't really speak to him for the rest of that day. And then when I saw him the next day, I talked to him. He was like, yeah, they called me down from the office. They talked to me. They're still pending on everything and seeing what's happening. So actually right now it's the weekend. I have no clue what's going to go down. He said something about some paper that he signed and that he probably won't get a fine or anything like that. So you never know what's going to happen. I hope he doesn't get anything. But at the same time, people are going to be like, he probably should. He got something that's really bad. The cops could have came to the school. We could have been evacuated and all of that. And I was like, you know what? It could have happened. So yeah, I don't know what happened after that. I saw him. He was like, nothing happened yet. Don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know what to say about that because nothing happened. I don't know what's gonna happen. So the game is coming to an end here, guys. I'm gonna see. Actually, I'll say it now. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video that I post. And yeah, hope you guys all have a good day. Everything will be in the description. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.